Hello Aquarius, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot channel and welcome to your reading. We're doing a relationship reading today. So think of a relationship, think of a person, where you feel you could get a little more information, a little analysis to get some um, idea of the true nature of your relationship and what bothers you. We'll take a look at that in this reading, Aquarius. Your cards will be this side, the other person's cards will be here. I will start by pulling out a card for you. This is your energy vis-a-vis the relationship. This is not your energy in general, okay? Because we come across differently with different people. We share a different equation, right, with everyone. So this is your energy only in this relationship. And who are you in this relationship? You are the Four of Cups. You feel a little dissatisfied, a little discontented in this relationship. There is something which, it's it's like, what is there in this relationship for me? Or rather, what is left in this relationship for me? There is nothing, this relationship it doesn't stimulate you emotionally. See, there is one thing about, feeling happy and content. And there's one thing that, you don't feel very happy and contented in this relationship. Emotionally, it is not fulfilling for you. You're taking a look at it, that what is it? Why do I not feel happy here? It's not always about, some kind of changes we always want, some kind of excitement we want. Stability is one thing, discontentment is another thing. Emotional stability is very important, but this does not represent, that contentment with the stability. Things are very, emotions should flow. Emotions should never be stagnant. This is what you're experiencing, emotional stagnation. And you're like looking into, your well being and happiness in this relationship at this point in time when you're seeing the reading. And what's the energy of the other person? Knight of Cups. Now look, both of you are water signs here. Okay, and this other person, they are also they're a little reserved. They don't express themselves too much, but they do express themselves once in a while. But not in that flowing way. Like I just mentioned that, emotions need to flow. These are the cups, water, right? So it needs to flow. You keep holding it in the cup, it gets stagnant. You can't, it's of no use. You need to throw it, right? Fresh water needs to come in. Similarly over here, there is emotional stagnation in this relationship. This person is not very forthcoming. They're not very expressive, like I said, but they do a little bit. But I think, that is what you feel, that this is not enough for you. You might feel that you want a little more expression of feelings, right, from them. And being the Knight of Cups, they're not very good at emotions. Knights are all about, having adventure, some thrill, some excitement on the go. But emotions and emotional stability does not need that. That is counterproductive to emotional stability. So here, you need to move slowly, cautiously, carefully, right? But that's what the Knight does not like. They feel very uncomfortable. They want to be, fast paced, but in emotions one can't be like that. That's not the way to be, right? So they try their very best, but they do feel very uncomfortable sharing their emotions with you and their feelings with you. So what connects both of you? Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. There is some fear both of you have. I mean, not both of you, it's you primarily, because this reading is yours, Aquarius. And success. Maybe you feel that, you're fearful of the success of your relationship, fearful of whether this relationship is going to go the long way, having those concerns, having those and also, fear of expressing yourself too much, fear of, staying in this relationship for, the whole lot of things. But we are going to explore that. But primarily it is that, it's like should I be staying in this relationship? If I don't, then what is going to happen? If I do, what is going to happen? Because you feel a little discontented, right? So either ways, you feel that fear coming about, not coming about, but by and large it is there in your conscious and maybe in your subconscious also. Fear of losing them, fear of being with them. I mean, fearful of your well-being, that am I going to stay, a little sad and morose like this, and if I give this up, then what? So let's continue your reading. How do you view this relationship? You've got the Queen of Pentacles, and you've got the Moon card, which is again a card of secrecy, shadow, and emotional, hiding your emotions, and of course feeling a little unhappy, depressed. The Moon card is all about, the shadow self, the things we don't want to see, the things we don't want to analyze. So this person is, you view them as someone who looks after things, who looks after you. They're caring, they're nurturing, they take care of all your needs, right? But you wanted something, and somehow, you felt when you met them that, they are going to be a little closed emotionally. From your first few interactions, you figured out that they're not very open as far as their feelings are concerned. They're not very, they hide their emotions, and you feel that maybe yes, they've got some little emotional issues as well, right? Let's see for them. Got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. See, they are also committed in this relationship, there is no doubt about it. But and the family could be the thing because of which, they are committed to you, they are staying committed to you, they are not thinking of moving away. They wouldn't do that, okay? Because they feel that, it's important to have this connection with you for the well-being of the family, for the well-being of everyone else concerned, right? So probably they are aware of all these things, the little emotional undercurrents. But for the sake of the family, for the sake of the group, the collective, they are, they're happy, feeling that little dissatisfaction, or they're happy the way they are, because they don't feel that it is so important. Like I said, they've got the Knight energy, which is all about, being on the go, doing things, going here, going there, not the emotional kind of thing. So they're like, this is all they can offer, and by offering you this, they are quite content in that. And they've got the Empress card. See, they are very happy in this relationship, Aquarius, but you want a little more emotional response from them, a lot more, heart to heart conversations, a lot more about what they think, what they feel, generally, wanting them to open up their heart to you, which they don't do. So, they're a little closed emotionally, and I think that is what you feel, that, I'm with somebody who is like this. Then, you also don't have that scope to share your emotions as well, because they cannot give you that kind of an emotional response. So when one person can only give this much, that means their ability to take is also only little. We can't take what we can't give, and vice versa. If you have plenty of emotions, you are an emotional person, you will always, share emotionally in a very generous way, and you're also willing to understand the another person who's equally emotional, or whenever they talk to you about their feelings. But somebody who's not like that, they neither feel that they should be like that, and neither do they understand or accept anyone who is emotional, because that's not a prerequisite for them, but it is for you. So they feel, what's the need, what is this need of, talking, sharing? It's okay, whatever little we do, that's good enough. But I think you don't find that to be good enough. Let's continue. What's your guidance? You've got the Seven of Pentacles, they've got the Two of Swords. They're not willing to look at this more than what they are already doing, Aquarius. And for you, you have also, You've been persevering, you have been very diligent, and maintaining the relationship, being more practical about things, and also understanding. You also know that beyond this there is nothing much you can do. Beyond this, you probably have put in a lot of effort in the past, but that's why you're feeling this Four of Cups energy of emotional stagnation and discontent, that after doing everything, the person is not changing, because the inherent nature of the person is of a knight, of adventure, fun, out there. Emotions are not that important. So that is what you feel, that done everything to probably draw out the person or have conversations, but it's not that they are not unresponsive, they just don't feel the need for it, whereas you feel a strong need for it. So your guidance is that you've done all what you could, and if you feel that what is more that I can do, Seven of Pentacles says you've done enough. You've done all what you could. Now, given this, let us see what is the outcome of your relationship. You've got the Lovers card over here. So this is a card of harmony in relationship, choices, and the strength of two together. Now it's up to you, Aquarius. What are you going to choose? Are you going to, your let's say your wish, your desire for this emotional contentment of having somebody you can share your emotions and feelings with, are you going to find somebody else because you feel you really need to have emotional compatibility with someone, or you also are going to decide that I let this be and I'll carry on like this, because like this card says, Seven of Pentacles, you've done all what you could. Now this is a time you're going to decide whether you're going to continue like this, or you'd rather find somebody who can spend time with you and share and understand your feelings, and you also have somebody who bonds with you emotionally. That is a choice which you need to make, because you also know that you've done all what you could. So there's it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy to change ourselves, and it's impossible to change another person. So the only choice you have now is to either continue like this, or continue, or find someone, or so that you feel that emotional harmony. You feel you have a way, somebody to express your feelings with, share your fears, concerns, everything, right? Who has the time and who's also equally wired in that way to be compassionate, sympathetic to somebody else's emotions as well as their own. For them, this emotional thing is not a big deal. The emotional quotient is not very high with them, but you probably you feel the need for it. See what card you've got. Love and respect yourself. What is it that you really need, Aquarius? Whatever it is that you want, you should not, and you feel that it is very important for your well-being, you need to have it, because you need to live well, you want to live happily, your well-being depends on it. You need to fulfill those needs, and you feel that it helps you function well, it helps you to live happily. You need to focus on, base your decisions on these things. Ask for what you want. What is it that you want? What is it that you want for your well-being? What is it that you want because you feel that you need it to live happily, you need it to feel good, you need it to go through life happily. Your best is changing all the time. See, your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self judgment, self abuse, and regret. This is in sync with your Seven of Pentacles card. See, you have done all what you could, right? At a certain point, you started out with something, then you said, I've got to do better, I got to do better, I got to do better. As you're watching the reading, you know that you've done your best. There's nothing more you can do. And now you need to change your best, as this card says, that how do you feel? You also need to feel your best. You also need to do the best for yourself. Why do you want to get up feeling tired, unhappy, unhealthy? Why? You should respect your needs, you should respect what you want and ask for it, because everyone should live happily. This card, this reading is also telling you that don't make yourself second to anyone. Everyone has their needs, and so do you. So you need to honor those needs because you honor and respect yourself, Aquarius. And then take a call. What you're going to do, how you're going to fulfill that for yourself. And ask for what you want. Don't just assume. Ask questions, ask other people, whatever it might be, right? Be very clear about, what you want for yourself. Because this reading is clearly saying that, there is something you want for your well being. So ask whoever you want to. Because you need to respect yourself, you need to respect your well being, emotional health, mental health, physical health. All of it is connected. One aspect of ours is out of balance, everything else also gets affected. It's a ripple effect. So think about all you need to, think about and take a, well informed decision rather than living in fear of, so many other things. I mean, primarily it's about your well being, Aquarius, and your desire to have success in life. We can only be successful when we feel good, when we are functioning well. And all of that depends on physical well being, mental well being, emotional well being, spiritual well being. That is getting a bit of your emotional well being is getting compromised in this relationship, which I'm sure is affecting your physical health as well. So think through all these things and then take a decision. So that's your reading. Thanks for watching.